Witam na kanale Gameswatch i zapraszam do obejrzenia kolejnego odcinka z gry A New Beginning Final Cut. No i tutaj zaczynamy jako Faye. Rozejrzyjmy się po naszym pomieszczeniu. Tutaj widzę jakieś drzwi są, być może da się tam wejść. Tutaj kącik do spania, kącik do pracy, okno, komoda. Dobra, zacznijmy od tej strony i pójdziemy sobie tam dalej.
Wow, there's room for 5 Fays.
Okej, tutaj nic więcej nie możemy zrobić.
Unbelievable. Instead of enjoying the sun, they put the desk in the darkest corner. Oh well. At least they already get used to life in a bunker this way. Oh well. Pity. A view of the oil rig. I'd have loved to see more water.
O, da się wyjść. Ale nie wiem, czy ja mogę coś tutaj zrobić. Chyba że tutaj przejdę sobie. No niestety. O, to jest jakiś doktor.
He's having a smoke on the bridge.
Okej, no nic nie możemy tutaj zrobić, więc idziemy. Wracamy do pokoju. Co my tu mamy? Komoda.
What a pretty material. I wonder what it's made of. Who left this lying around? Nail polish? Mascara? A lipstick? Why do people need a paint box for their face? Ah, this file looks useful.
Okej, mamy pilnik.
A transparent shower cubicle. We have more privacy in our bunker.
No, wygląda na to, że to wszystko. Dobra, wychodzimy z pomieszczenia. Okej, tutaj jesteśmy. To rozejrzyjmy się na tym piętrze, czy coś tu możemy zrobić. To są jakieś drzwi.
No, it doesn't open, and the sign explains why. Due to renovations, 23 is closed down until further notice. No problem. I still have 24.
Aha, to tędy się wchodzi, dobra. Rozejrzyjmy się, czy tutaj coś się dzieje. Tutaj chyba jadalnia jakaś. Tu jest kucharz, to przejdźmy do niego.
What's this?
Never seen a microwave oven?
Microwave oven? That thing is sending out waves?
Yep.
Can you use it to radio?
But I wouldn't put an antenna in there if I were you. The place might explode, and that wouldn't be savory.
Yes, you're right. Our cooks at home wear gloves and masks, so no bacteria can get into the nutrition units during the production process.
What do you want?
What are you making? What?
Nothing. We have apple pie and rockfish.
I'd like to have this rackfisk.
Good choice. It's fresh. There you go.
I'd like to have some apple pie.
Just a second. Bon appetit. If it's too cold, I'll heat it in the microwave oven.
Thanks. The pie is cold.
No problem. Hand it over. Ta-ta-ta-ta. Ta-ta-ta-ta.
Zabawny ten facet.
Here.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okej, mamy jakieś ciasto. Zobaczmy jeszcze, co tutaj możemy zrobić. Kucharz, kuchenka.
What kind?
Michael, but things will get ugly if you try to do any...
Okej, tutaj nic. O, chyba nic więcej tutaj w tym pomieszczeniu nie zrobimy. Dobra, to idziemy dalej. Eksplorować pomieszczenia. O, jesteśmy tutaj na tej platformie, dobra. To zagadajmy może doktora.
He's having a smoke on the bridge.
I thought I sent you to your cabin. You were supposed to get some rest.
I know. But why?
Why? You threw up blood during the physical examination. That's why. You are ill, and you need rest immediately.
I'm not sick. I'm healthy as a horse.
You are not. You threw up blood, and that's never a good sign. Something is wrong with your internal organs. Before my suspicion is validated, I prescribe bed rest.
Or we can assume that I'm perfectly fine. Do I look ill?
No, but you are. Do you really want to break down rather than listen to me now?
Break down?
Without treatment, you might even die.
What? When?
I don't know, yet you still appear to be fit. But like I said, appearances can be deceiving.
Then I must hold out for a little bit longer. If I really were ill, what could you do about it?
Here? Nothing. You'd have to go to a hospital for a thorough examination.
But I don't have time for that.
You won't have time for anything anymore if you don't take care of it soon.
Do you know who you just sounded like?
No. Who?
You must take care of it immediately, or you won't have a future anymore. You sounded just like me.
Then do yourself a favor and listen to yourself this once.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Then there's nothing more I can do for you.
I have to take care of some very important business. May I?
I'm sorry, but that would be irresponsible of me. You are ill. You need rest.
But it's my business where I'm going.
Not as long as I'm your attending doctor.
What's on the other side of the bridge?
The rest of the oil rig, the workers' area, and the research station. Places where sick people have no business going.
Well, I'll leave then.
I'm just worried about your health. I thought I sent you to your cabin.
Well, I'll leave then.
I'm just worried about your health.
No dobra, tam dalej nie przejdziemy, więc musimy się cofnąć. Teraz jeszcze tutaj jakieś jest pomieszczenie, chyba jakieś ambulatorium.
Locked. But I don't want to get back in there anyway.
No dobra, no to idziemy na jeszcze wyższe piętro. Okej, to już weszliśmy chyba na platformę, gdzie jest helikopter nasz. Okej, to rozpoczynamy naszą eksplorację.
This cable might come in handy. Empty. I'm sure reception will be great with it.
Okej.
Hello?
Hey, Lou. Hang on in there, okay? Oh, hey ho. What can I do for you?
Are you a radio operator?
Yep. Wait. You came here with Ben Svensson, didn't you?
Yes. Why?
Are you related or something? Is he your uncle?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just,
I have to go.
See you later.
Okej, na razie tam nie wejdziemy. A tutaj nic nie zrobimy.
A metal ramp, just like the one leading into the dining hall at home. Augie installed the antenna on the helicopter. Thanks, Augie.
My pleasure.
Augie is reading a book with many small pictures in it. Augie. Just a second. Delvin, this is Faye. Can you hear me? Delvin, what was that about an attack?
Attack?
Augie, what have you done with the antenna?
I put it up, just like you told me to.
Then why doesn't it work anymore?
Maybe it's too weak? Or maybe someone is interfering with us. But it's really not my fault, honestly.
What could interfere with the signal?
Other signals? Some waves?
But what kind of waves?
Other radio waves, maybe? Space waves? Brain waves?
Bran, what?
Telepathy? You don't have that in the future? No? How would I know what kind of waves could be the problem?
What was that about interfering waves?
Look for devices that send out waves and, turn them off.
How can I amplify the transmission power?
That's easy. You look for a big antenna and tap it. I even have a cable. Do you want it?
Oh, yes. Please.
Don't expect too much. It's very short and a little loose sometimes, and, I'll just leave it here, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
How could I
Connect your antenna to a bigger one. That's all the advice I can give you.
What are you doing?
I'm reading Gamma Ray vs. Nuke Boy, the grand showdown. Do you want to take a peek?
It only has pictures.
But that's the trick, you see. Text and pictures in perfect symbiosis. It's a total blast. It's called a comic.
Oh, we have comics at home too. We use them to teach the children how to survive in case a nuclear reactor explodes.
They develop superpowers and beat up the dead guys?
Not quite.
A pity.
Have you seen Bent?
I thought he was at the presentation. With you?
One of your medicine men kept me, and now they won't let me in. I hope everything is going well.
Oh, I'm sure Doc Svensson has everything well in hand. They're probably partying right now and throwing confetti on him.
Yes. Probably. Oh, dear. Did you put up the time radio antenna all by yourself?
Yeah, no biggie. I've wanted to see this baby in action for a while now. I hope I didn't make any mistakes. It went real fast until the cubes. Really, man? Who came up with that crap?
Too true. The cubes are horrible. Thank you for helping.
Yeah, no problem.
See you later.
Yep.
Może ta poręcz jest nie bez kozery. W sensie ten kabel, który tutaj mamy.
What was it that I had to do with...
You'll need to connect a second receiver to your antenna. And if Augie's right, and Augie's always right, you'll have more power to transmit.
Może właśnie z tą poręczą? A ja mam chyba jeszcze kabel. No właśnie, i teraz pytanie, czy... Czy będę mógł tak zrobić? Okej.
Yes?
Are you transmitting right now?
Why do you ask?
Could you stop doing that for a moment? You are interfering with my signal.
You and Bent, you are colleagues, right?
No.
Oh, you're not? I just thought, well, because you're traveling together.
Would you please answer my question?
Sure. What was it again? How did you two meet?
Please stop transmitting. You are interfering with my signal.
Hey, it was just a harmless question.
I have to contact a friend, but your signal interferes with mine. So would you please stop transmitting?
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm talking to Lou from the other oil rig. We have some important things to discuss.
For how much longer?
Until noon break.
When will the noon break begin?
It just has. But Lou and I lost track of time, and we still have so much to talk about. I can't just up and leave. Svensson and you aren't colleagues, and you aren't related.
Why don't you take your break?
Oh, the cafeteria is quite a ways, and I'm too lazy to go there. But no biggie. That way I have more time for my chat with Lou.
Why are you asking all these questions about me and Bent?
Why? I'm just curious. That ain't a crime now, is it? Not much else going on this rig anyway.
I brought you something to eat.
Oh, really?
Rackfisk. Enjoy.
Whoa, my favorite. Hey, Lou, gotta go. Lunch is here. You can tell me later. I'm starving here. Later. Yum. Fantastic.
He seems to have forgotten about me. Well, even better.
No i co? Ja się mogę teraz połączyć?
Hello? Still no reception.
Kurde bele.
Yes?
I have to go.
See you later.
Ale tej szarlotki nie mogłem mu dać. Pytanie jest jeszcze takie, bo ta szarlotka...
The file fits into the pie perfectly.
Aha.
Pulpy food with a metal file.
Okej, i może trzeba włożyć to do mikrofalówki. Tutaj była kuchnia.
Give. Ta. 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 Ta ta.
Maybe you should stop singing.
What do you know about music?
Okej, chyba...
It's not sending anymore.
A, to o te fale chodziło. No dobra. Czyli w sumie jak zwykle trochę przypadku. No to idziemy na górę.
It has to work now. Attention, attention, radio operator Faye speaking. Delvin, can you hear me? Please, don't desert me now. Please, please, please.
Hello, Faye.
Sadi?
There. I am glad our presentation could convince you. I have to admit that the results surprised me a little as well.
Then it was a wonderful surprise for all of us. I can assure you, Doctor, that you were utterly convincing.
Please, dear, we must not hasten our decision, not until we've tested the bacteria ourselves. I therefore propose that the doctor will provide us with a sample of his wonderful algae as soon as possible. And if everything is above board, as I'm sure it will be, independent scientists will have no problem reconstructing the result we saw here earlier. And when they do, we will support you. Or is there a problem?
Let me through. I must talk to Ben Svensson.
It seems the number of your fans increases by the minute, my dear doctor.
I have to talk to him. Please.
Excuse me.
In here, quickly.
Calm down.
Tell me, how did it go?
What?
The algae. Are the investors convinced?
Ha! They are thrilled.
Phew. Good.
Yes, one problem less. But now to you. You are completely out of breath. What happened?
I got a call from Delvin.
And?
The connection was terrible, but I think he wanted to warn us. Someone plans to attack the oil rig.
Are you sure?
Not completely, but it sounded like that.
Did he tell you anything else?
No, that was all.
Did you get any other messages?
Why? From whom?
From Salvador?
Oh, no, I didn't. I only heard from Delvin, and as I said, it was a short message.
How was your physical examination?
Tedious.
But everything's all right.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine.
That's good to know. You aren't keeping any secrets from me, are you?
No. Why?
Oh. Never mind. Must be being close to this Indez guy. I'm seeing conspiracies everywhere.
Well, you can never know.
Right. We have another problem, though, I'm afraid. Someone tried to sabotage the presentation.
What? Why would somebody do that?
I have no idea, but they did everything to prevent the generator from working properly during the presentation. The algae was much weaker than usual.
And yet the investors were convinced?
Yes. It wasn't that much of a problem. I just had someone fetch a better specimen. I think you should try and find out more about this attack while I investigate the algae incident.
Okay. Sounds sensible.
You are really not keeping something from me?
Nah. You?
No.
Well then, see you later. Then go! Sadi, come in, please. Ben says the investors are convinced. You must have been wrong.
Welcome back, Bent. Nice show. Really, I hope you didn't raise expectations you can't measure up to.
Hello, Duva.
No okej, teraz jesteśmy znowu powrotem Bentem. Tutaj parę rzeczy widzę, że się wyróżnia. Duwę na pewno. Tutaj coś może, szafka. W szafce chyba nic. Jakieś drzwi, statystyki, interkom. Jest nóż. Rękawica kuchenna. I zejście na dół. Dobra, no to zaczynamy.
Blueprints, books, a microscope, nothing that would shed light on the status of the research. There's nothing in there. No lost files. Nothing. Only what's been there already on first sight. The bunks for the research team are behind this.
Bent, would you please close the door to our private quarters? I don't think you have any business in here.
Of course I have business in here. It was my bedroom once.
Right, but all your belongings were removed after you'd left. I oversaw that myself. And now, close the door, please, or I'll really make a fuss.
Okej, syn się bardzo zirytował.
The values of the blue-green algae decreased over the past few months. But why? The intercom system for communication on the rig. Continental calls can only be made from the radio room.
I would appreciate it if you stopped doing this. I'm waiting for an important call.
From whom?
I don't think that's any of your business.
A bread knife.
Może się przyda.
An ordinary pot holder. You put it on like a glove to take things out of the oven.
No dobra, no to chyba rozmowa jeszcze z Duvet.
He's trying to ignore me. I'm sorry, I didn't want to show you up.
If you're looking for Lissa, she's in the office lab. I'm sure you can find the way on your own.
The algae you presented was bottom of the barrel. I think I deserve an explanation.
You are wrong. The sample was from one of our most powerful cultures.
I don't believe you. When I was still here, the algae could do much better than that.
I think you are fooling yourself. The algae really wasn't that much stronger in the past.
But it was stronger, and it would have convinced the investors without any effort on my part.
If you say so.
Again, what's wrong with the algae?
Let's see. No one is interested in it. We can't find a selling market. Research is insanely expensive, and no one wants to pay for it anymore.
But we do have a potential investor now.
Only as long as your scam is not exposed.
It won't be exposed if you tell me where the real algae is.
The real algae? I see. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just want to know what happened to my algae.
That's exactly the problem. It's not your algae anymore. Your son is responsible for your life's work now. It doesn't matter if anybody here likes it or not. You're out of the picture.
Are you still angry with me?
Of course I am. If you hadn't cared more about the planet than about your own family, we might still be one.
Maida never told me that she was ill.
How could she? You were never there. You didn't see the nosebleeds when they began. You didn't catch her when she fainted. You didn't even take her to the hospital when it was already too late.
If she'd only told me.
But she didn't, because she thought you'd notice it someday. Well, no such luck.
Duva, I'm sorry.
Good to know. Anything else?
So, how's life as the head of research on Atlas 11?
How do you think it is? It makes me sick. I still can't believe that I wanted to be like you once.
You have a lot of responsibility now. The future of the world depends on you and your research.
The future of the world is not my future. I don't want to end up like you, Father. I want to have a life, a family, but I'm stuck here instead.
Do you really hate your life this much?
Well, c'est la vie. That's how it is.
See you later.
No dobra, to tutaj pogawędka nie była zbyt miła. No to chyba na dół schodzimy. Co jest? Okej. Jakiś bug chyba. Tu jest jakaś pralka.
Lissa's old washing machine, still up and running. A few lab coats and 2 pairs of jeans, nothing of interest. This controls the entrance to the lock.
Okej. O, chyba jeszcze niżej możemy zejść. Ale zanim to nastąpi, to zobaczmy w ogóle, co tutaj jeszcze się znajduje.
My old do-it-yourself antenna. Who would have thought that thing still existed? It's a bit loose. Why doesn't anybody see to it the thing doesn't fall to pieces? There. Much better. The pressure hosing for the lock runs behind it. Even if I had the key for the door, I don't think I would find anything useful behind it. The terminal in the corner over there can be used to operate the door to the airlock.
Okej, jesteśmy już na poziomie morza. Jakaś pompa ciśnieniowa. Zobaczmy, co to jest.
The pump regulates the air pressure in the lab, and it works best if left alone.
Drzwi ze skanerem tęczówek. Nieźle.
This door leads to the H2 lab. At this time of day, it's usually locked. Just like I thought. Locked. Just like I thought. Locked.
Okej, chyba tutaj nie wejdę. Może z Duwet trzeba jakoś pogadać?
Duva,
What?
See you later. I have to find out what happened to the algae first. There's nothing in there. Only what's been there.
This door will remain.
The value, but why?
Tutaj nic więcej nie ma. Dziwne.
A few lab coats and 2 pairs of jeans. Nothing of interest.
O, tutaj się coś otworzyło. Fajnie. Biuro laboratorium. Okej.
Huh. Boo.
No one has tried to startle me that incompetently in the last 2 years. Hello, Bent. It's good to see you.
I thought I'd drop by to see if everything is well. Aha, what? Isn't an old retiree allowed to visit his former colleagues?
Of course he is. But I know you well enough to know that this is not the only reason. But maybe you'll prove me wrong.
What happened to the algae?
What are you talking about?
I saw the presentation for the investors. The algae you presented was terribly weak.
Oh, Ben, you are exaggerating.
Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was?
I can understand how you feel, but please stay out of this.
But
Trust me, it's better this way.
you say it's not my responsibility anymore. Do you know how you sound?
No, Bent. How do I sound?
Like my shrink.
How fitting. Dr. Lissa Hinrichs, official shrink for the Svensson family. Yeah, that has a ring of truth to it.
It's true, I'm not responsible for the research anymore, but I helped to build this whole project. I deserve an answer.
If you were at the presentation, you already know the answer. We don't have any money left. That means no new instruments, no repairs, no qualified experts. And if the research gets worse, we get fewer investors. A vicious circle.
What does money have to do with the decrease in algae power?
We work under a lot of pressure and under horrible conditions. In a situation like that, mistakes happen, and the algae suffers from it.
Lissa, what's going on here? You are keeping something from me.
Bent, please. We've already discussed this. The current situation is no one's fault. We've just fallen on hard times.
I'll find out what's going on.
Please, don't. I'm just worried about you.
Let's talk about something else.
I'd prefer that, yes.
Duva hates me.
I know. He still blames you for Meta's death.
And he's right.
She was sick, Bent, and she didn't tell you.
Because she knew I would never give up my work for her.
Quite the opposite. You would have given up everything for her, and she didn't want to be responsible for that. The tendency for self-sacrifice must be a family trait.
How is Duva?
Ask him yourself.
Whenever I try to talk to him, all he does is rant.
Oh, don't listen to that. I think he's much better than he wants people to know.
He hates life on the oil rig.
If he really hated it, he would be long gone. Don't worry. He's doing okay.
About the algae. Let's talk about... I can see you are busy. Do you want to continue our conversation later?
The only important thing is that we do continue it. Why don't we meet in the kitchen later and cook together? In about 2 hours when my shift ends?
Sure. Great idea.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Okej. Jesteśmy w takim etapie, że możemy zakończyć ten odcinek. Pozostała część przygód oczywiście w kolejnych odcinkach. Także wielkie dzięki za oglądanie i do zobaczenia w kolejnym. Cześć!